7 other recruiters laughed at me. One recruiter finally said, "Come on in, I'm too busy to talk to you on the phone." He didn't know how much I weighed. I walked in the recruiter's office and he looked at me and he said, "You're fat and you're black." I said I want to be a Navy SEAL. I didn't know there had only been 35 African American Navy SEALs at that time in over 70 years. He said I basically had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months because of my age. I was getting too old. I came back 3 months later, 106 pounds lighter. Thank you. And literally, I spent 18 months going through BUDS, which is a 6-month program. Went through 3 hell weeks. That is where I met Marcus Luttrell, Danny Dietz, Michael Murphy, another Medal of Honor winner. I went through hell week with all these guys, real heroes. I am not a hero. I served with real heroes. And from there, I went on to raise over $2 million for the Special Operations Warrior Foundation. But I'm gonna end you with this right here. I have the most respect I can possibly muster up for all of you in this room. I know what it takes to be a combat soldier, and I used to look for courage. I thought courage was a man who won the Medal of Honor. It is. But courage is a man who's willing to put those boots on every single day of his life to go out there and fight for this country where nobody even knows what the hell they're doing or where the hell they're at. You do for the man beside you. Thank you.
It's interesting because when I hear this, I'm always a little bit puzzled about who these young men are that are directionless, because I work with a lot of different companies. I have a leadership consulting company. I work with all different kinds of companies, and whether it's construction companies, energy companies, software companies, finance companies, like they're a bunch of young men out there and they are getting after it. Whether they're linemen, whether they're on oil rigs, whether they're software developers, like there's all kinds of people that are out there crushing. And so when I hear about people that, what'd you say, are lost or? Directionless? Yeah, what do you want to do with your life? I guess that's my question. What do you want to do with your life? Because you got one life. It's going by quickly, and this is something that years ago I spent a good chunk of my 30s training MMA fighters. And we had a jiu-jitsu gym, we had an MMA gym, and so in the beginning, when a potential fighter would come in and they'd be 22 years old, and I'd say, "Hey, how old are you?" And they'd say, "I'm 22," and they'd say, "I want to fight. There's a fight card coming up. I want to be on it." And I was like, I'd tell them, "Listen, you've got plenty of time. Like, get better, train, up your skills." And I said that for probably 3 or 4 years. And then after 3 or 4 years, when guys would come in, I would start telling them the opposite, which is, you need to get on it. You need to be in here every day. You're almost out of time. You're 22, you're late. Because I realized I saw a lot of people that didn't have any sense of urgency in their life. And when you don't have a sense of urgency, things aren't going to happen. You need to make things happen, as we already discussed. They're not just going to happen for you. You are not going to become a good fighter unless you make it happen. And you're not going to do anything in life unless you make it happen. So if you feel like right now you're looking around and you're lost or directionless, I would take about 15 minutes and figure out what the hell you want to do with your life, and I would start getting after it. So that's my advice. Take 15 minutes and figure out something that you're into and go crush that thing and make it happen.
Life is about the process of elimination. As I spoke about yesterday, removing options, removing possibilities leaves you with the only path forward. And by doing that, by removing all the options, removing all the hope, removing all the cope, you are left with the one sure path. So when you think about life, when you go through life, you need to be approaching it in that way. How do I remove the things that will not work long enough? All the things that did not happen. That's how you solve a crime, right? Someone murdered this guy. Okay, who was it? I don't know. Well, maybe this guy, because he knows him, and they had problems. They had beef over business. No, he has an alibi. He's on CCTV, caught being somewhere else at the time of the murder. So we remove him. By the process of elimination, you find the suspect. You don't say who's the suspect. You say who is not the suspect. The process of elimination is how you think and how you approach life. By doing that, specifically and exclusively with all things, you are left with the best possible path forward. Then you dedicate yourself with 100% of your gumption towards said path. And by doing that, you will be monumentally successful. So we're going to talk about exceptionalism now. And we're going to use very simple logic that all of you can follow. Exceptionalism, in and of itself, means you are unlike other people. And you want to be exceptional. You don't want to be a normal guy. You don't want to be a successful guy. You don't want to be an okay guy. You want to be exceptional. You want exceptional status, exceptional capability, exceptional relationships, exceptional finance. You want to be an exceptional individual, an exceptional human. So for you to accept this, I want to be exceptional, I need to be unlike other people. If you want to be unlike other people, you must think differently and do things different than other people do. It's very hard for you as a person to be exceptional if you think and do the same things as the normies, as the wagies, as the brokies. In fact, I would argue it's near on impossible. This is the logic trap that many of you are falling into. I want to be lazy like normal people. I want to do normal things like normal people. I want to work normally. I don't want to work hard, but I want a Lambo. And I want people to think I'm exceptional with no basis behind it, with no true roots to my tree. I just want to look exceptional without being exceptional because I have no exceptional habits or outlooks. And this is why you don't have what you want, because the universe, God, cosmos, karma, whatever you want to call it, is not going to allow you to play fake for a long period of time. If you're a faker and you catch a quick crypto pump and buy a Lambo, you'll be broke again. You have to genuinely become exceptional to stay exceptional. So you have to sit here and go, okay, I want to be an exceptional person, which means I have to think differently than the normies do. This is very simple logic. Exceptional in and of itself literally means you think differently and act differently. So, with that in mind, we're going to talk about winning and losing. We have winning and losing. Two outcomes to any chance game. Two outcomes to any scenario in your life. You enter a situation and you can either win or you can lose. You go into a boxing match, you can win or you can lose. You go into a coin flip, you can win or you can lose. You go up to a pretty girl on the street, you can win or you can lose. You start a new business, you can win or you can lose. That's it. Life is binary. Action, reaction, cause and effect. That's the world we live in. Those are the most important things for you to understand. Cause and effect. If I train hard, I get stronger. If I punch him, he's going to try and punch me back or I'll knock him out. Action, reaction, cause and effect.